All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What? 315.
14.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson leaves this one with Penny.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7.
Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10. Get ready. At their own 17-yard line.
Got it. 54. Mike 54. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Here's Connor. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. Touchdown. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, here we go. Ball shot. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. What we got? Shot. Switch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson to the right side, complete to Miller. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go. Set. Go to base. Right 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Slam. Slam. Check. Crunch. 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 Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All day. Shift.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Check 15. Check 15. Whip. Clear. Shoot. Check. Big dash. Come. Front it. Check. Zebra.
On second down now, it's Carson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I'll go special.
Here's Wilson to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the fly. Zoom. Watch the fly. Motion. Pop. Go. Check 99.
On second and 9, Jackson. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 11 yards there, first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Big Ed. Hey, pop. Right side. 5-0. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On the run, it's Humphrey. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
They'll try and run with their fullback. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
Come on, set. Come on. 7 Andy. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You go right now. Hurry. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch the ball.
61. Max, watch. Mike.
Hey, watch that.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Kill.
Hey, go.
Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Plus 1. Mike 5-4. Watch the slant.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Night, sweetheart.
Hey, one set, one.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
They're running it.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it with Carson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He'll field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Rip right. Slam. Shot.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Humphrey. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he will find Ridley on the left side. 11 yards there. First down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 11.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Come on, baby. Check the backer. Check the backer. Off. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the 44, Jackson. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, watch it go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all nothing offensively in this game. Yet, they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mike 54.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Gotta do better. Hey, come on, QB, come on. Check, 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 check.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. All day, all day.
They run with Pumphrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 54, Mike 54.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Neil, Jim.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down, Seattle.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or